This is an Eyewitness News special, Giving Life, the story of organ donation.
I'm Philip Palmer. Thanks for joining us for this Eyewitness News special. It was just over a year ago on March 14th in an operating room just down the hall here at St. Vincent Medical Center that I donated a kidney to my friend Dale Davis. The surgery was an amazing success. Dale's feeling better than he has in years, and now we've been given an opportunity to raise awareness about organ donation and the critical need for donors across the country. But first, an update on Dale and the story behind the amazing doctors and medical advances that allowed this to happen.
It's about 4 in the morning when Dale and I meet in the hospital lobby. Both of us and our families aware that before this day is over, we'd be connected beyond friendship.
Once we get to the room, get a little cocktail, move you over to the table, hook up EKG, pulse oximetry, which is this thing, tells how much oxygen to your body, and your blood pressure. I talk to you for a couple of seconds, boom, you're out. Next thing you know, you're waking up and it's all over.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There was so much mystery as to what was about to take place, but our doctor's confidence was comforting. Dale learned why the timing of the procedure has to be so precise.
I'll take it right from his room, right to your room. Put it in here.
And finally, after countless tests to learn if I'm a match and too many hours logged in dialysis for Dale, it's time.
Oh, you're going to be just fine. Just fine. We're going to take good care.
This procedure will be more difficult than normal because 3 arteries are attached to my kidney. Most people have only one.
Multiple arteries is just a technical challenge, but it's not something that's insurmountable. It just makes it harder.
Dr. Robert Nuragi gets the laparoscope in place. He'll use it to guide instruments through these tubes, along with a camera that makes it possible for him to see the entire operation on a video monitor. Only a short time ago, surgeons would have had to make a huge incision right below the rib cage, but now all that's needed are 4 punctures and an incision just large enough to remove the kidney. As the hours pass, Dr. Nuragi and his team patiently navigate and isolate the kidney.
Well, this kidney has been cleared off all of the tissue that surrounds it, and it's basically now attached to the vein and the artery that supply the kidney and the little tube that drains the kidney. We're almost ready to take the kidney out.
That's when they clip the arteries. Now, timing is crucial, so the rest of the surgical team has been preparing Dale in an adjoining operating room. Once the kidney's out, doctors will clean it off. Then they walk it next door to Dale's room, all in a matter of minutes. At this point, my surgery is pretty much over. For Dale, it's just beginning.
We're basically going to spend some time clean up the blood vessels.
Because of those 3 arteries, Dr. Nuragi has to take a little extra time. He has to connect all 3 to Dale's main artery. And since Dale hasn't been on dialysis for very long, doctors are hopeful the vessels will take. It's crucial to the success of the operation.
Most of our patients have been on dialysis for years. Majority have high diabetes. So their vessels, the plumbings are bad. It doesn't look good. It's very difficult.
Just moments after Dale receives my kidney, it returns to life, changing from pale white to pink and freeing him from dialysis.
Straight ahead, everyone.
It was a very different scene just 6 weeks later when we were on the red carpet for a Kidney Foundation fundraiser, Dale having made an amazing recovery. Today,
I feel better than I felt, my entire adult life. I'm very fortunate to have a friend like him that stepped up and saved my life.
Advances in anti-rejection drugs make it possible for me, who has O-positive blood, to donate to Dale, who's A-positive. But for those of us who've gone through this, fate and faith seem to play a role as well. Take the married couples you're about to meet. They promised to stay together in sickness and in health, and now they share a connection that's hard for even them to describe.
There he is.
being a living kidney donor may seem like a very rare thing, but since 1988, over 86,000 people have gone through the process. Most are related by blood, parent, child, sibling, but spouses are also making life-saving decisions by the thousands.
We lay in bed and we think about it. They put your kidney in me, and it's working.
LAPD officer Bobby Norman was diagnosed with kidney cancer in 2003. Before he could have a transplant, he needed to be cancer-free for 3 years, so he continued to work and go to dialysis 3 times a week. When he was finally cleared for a transplant, he didn't have to ask his fellow officer, Sarah Faden, for help, because as his wife, she had long ago decided she was giving him a kidney.
I had told the nurses as they were prepping me, I said, this is the best day of my life next to my wedding day. I said, I've been visualizing this room, these nurses, these doctors for 3.5 years, and they thought I was crazy. I think they thought they gave me the wrong medicine, but I knew. I had prayed, I knew everything would be perfect, and I had been waiting for this day.
Bobby and Sarah had their transplant on